God says, I saw what you did last night when no one was looking, and I'm about to reward you in a way you never saw coming. Don't you dare scroll past this, or you'll miss the biggest shift of your life. I've been trying hard to reach you, but you keep looking away. This time, something truly unexpected is headed your way. So listen to God right now. There's no moment to lose. Something big is happening in the world you can't see. And I really need you to hear me. This exact moment isn't a random event. You aren't here by accident. I've been calling and calling, but other things have grabbed your attention. The noise of the world has pulled you away from me over and over. But now something different is on its way. If you ignore this and turn away now, you might miss the very thing you've been praying for. So pay close attention. Stay right to the end. What's waiting for you when this moment is over could be the miracle you've been crying out for in the dark. Comment Amen. If your heart is ready to take in what I'm about to share, you felt me before. In the quiet times, in the pain, in those moments you broke down and no one else knew. That wasn't just in your head. That was me. I was there. I saw every tear. I watched you keep going, even when you felt completely empty. I've been waiting for you to come back. Not with guilt or shame, but with open arms so I can pour out what your heart has been longing for. But the time is now. I say again, you have 45 minutes not to be scared, but for a purpose, for what's about to unfold. Your delays have already cost you too much. How many times have you wondered why things keep falling apart? Why doors stay shut? Why the same problems keep happening? My child, it's because you keep trying to fix spiritual fights with human tools. I am your answer. I am your breakthrough. I am your solution, but you've skipped me. You've made me your last choice when I should have been your first call. I'm not angry. I'm reaching out. You still have a chance, but it's quickly running out. Comment 1 if you believe this is for you. 45 minutes. That's how long until this moment passes, until the chance is gone. Not because I mean, but because timing matters a lot. Some blessings come with listening, and some storms aren't meant to punish you, but to keep you safe. I need your full attention now because what's coming will shake up everything around you. I don't want you to be scared. I want you to be ready. If you stay with me now, I'll protect you. I'll guide you. I'll lift you above the flood when it rises. You've asked for change. You've begged for peace. You've whispered for help when no one was watching. I heard every word, every sigh, every moment of silence. And I have not forgotten. But my hand moves when your heart turns to me. This is the time to turn. Type Amen in the comments if your heart is turning back to me now. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Subscribing will activate God's prophetic promise and alignment in your life. You don't have to earn my love. You don't have to put on a show. You just have to listen and come back. I've carried you further than you know. My grace has covered things that should have crushed you. My mercy has blocked what the enemy tried to send. But now you must choose to stay close. Stay with me. Don't run away again. If these words have touched your heart, like this video just once, not for numbers, but as a sign of faith. I notice the small things. I value the quiet moments. And let me tell you something. Liking this video will activate the flow of God's favor in your life. Yes, your life is bigger than what you've seen until now. I put a fire inside you before you were even born. The reason you feel restless isn't because something is wrong with you. It's because your spirit knows there's more out there. You were never meant to settle in pain. You were made to rise through it. That's why the pressure has been so strong lately. It's not a sign you're failing. It's a sign that something new is trying to come alive through you. But it can only come through me. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be present. Come to me just as you are broken, confused, worn out. Just come. I can do more with your surrender than you can do with your own strength. I'm not calling the perfect ones. I'm making the called ones perfect. You are called. You are seen. You are chosen. You are not forgotten in the crowd. I know your name. I know your pain. And I have not turned away. Now, as you feel that I know your name and your pain, type Amen in the comments below to declare that you are seen and chosen. Let that be your affirmation that you are not forgotten. Bart's comment 222. If you trust me to finish what I started in you, the reason the enemy has fought you so hard is because you're closer than you think. Every delay was meant to get you off track. Every disappointment was meant to make you lose your focus. But I am still here fighting for you, standing right beside you in ways you can't see yet. The weapons have been made, yes, but they won't win. Not when you're protected by my hand. Stay under my hand. Stay close to my words. Stay connected to my voice. What's coming will test the foundations of many. But I am your solid ground. When others panic, I will give you peace. When the world shakes, I will hold you steady. You will be like a tree planted by rivers of living water. You will not dry up. You will not fall. Because I am your God and I never fail. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. I will set a table for you right in front of every voice that said you wouldn't make it. This is the moment to stand firm in the comments. Right. I trust you as your declaration that you believe I am setting a table for you even now. Let that word be your anchor. You weren't supposed to scroll past this. You were meant to hear this now. Every distraction has tried to keep you from me. Every delay, every burden, every lie was meant to keep you from hearing my voice. But I've broken through all of it today to reach you. This is your moment. This is your turning point. If you walk away again, you may miss the very change I've prepared just for you. There's still some time left, but not much. The clock is ticking, not because I want to rush you, but because this chance won't stay open forever. You've been asking for a sign, for proof, for something to tell you this is the right way. This is that sign. This is your answer. You prayed, God, if you're real, show me you're with me, my child. I am right here. I've been with you every step of the way. Even when you thought I had left, I never left. I was quiet during the test, but I never stopped being near. Comment 333 to declare your faith right now. And as you declare your faith, I want you to share this prophetic word with someone else. Sharing this will activate the anointing and share the breakthrough with your network. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer found in a secret FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it wakes up a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed lab tested life-changing. But the government might hide this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. CTA1 dies. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel, your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. You wonder why the pressure has gotten stronger. Why does life feel heavier even when you're trying to do better? Because the closer you get to your breakthrough, the harder the enemy fights to pull you away. He knows what's coming. He sees the blessing forming. But what he doesn't know is how strong I've made you. He underestimated the fire I placed in you. You felt weak, but I have been your strength. You've been tired, but I have kept you going. You didn't make it this far on your own. I carried you through the fire, and I'm not about to let go now. You are walking through a special process from me. Don't mistake delays for me saying no. What seems like silence is actually things falling into place. I've been moving things around behind the scenes, protecting you from doors that looked good but would have crushed you. You only saw what you lost. I saw what I was saving you from. You cried over what left. I celebrated what I saved you from. Because I'm your father and I don't hold back good things. I hold back harm. And everything I've removed was not punishment but protection. Assess if you feel that I am working behind the scenes even in your silence. Type Amen in the comments as your trust that I am protecting you. Let that be your agreement with my hidden work. Some of you are in situations you were never meant to stay in. You've gotten comfortable with what you were only supposed to pass through. That relationship, that way of thinking, that fear. It was just for a season, not who you truly are. I'm calling you out now. I'm calling you to something higher because the place you've settled for is smaller than what I created you for. You were made for more. You've always known that deep down, haven't you? That restlessness, that feeling of not being comfortable, it's not because you're failing. It's because your spirit is growing out of what no longer fits. Comment 555. If you know you're being called into something greater, you've been surrounded by people who don't understand you, who don't see the special calling on your life, who judge what they cannot see. But I see you. I know you. I made you. I put a purpose in your very bones before anyone else even knew your name. And no one can cancel what I've called blessed. Their opinions can't stop what I've started. Their rejection cannot delay what I've set up for you. I will lift you up in Clear's throat, front of those who counted you out, not to shame them, but to show them what my grace can do. This is the moment for courage. You will have to walk away from some things that feel safe and familiar. You will have to step into places that need faith. But I will be with you every step, every breath. I am already in the room you're scared to enter. I go before you to clear the path. I stand behind you to guard your back. You are not walking alone. Even when you don't feel me, I am there. I've always been there and I always will be. The thing that almost broke you, it didn't win. The depression, the anxiety, the betrayal, the loneliness, it tried to bury you. But here you are breathing, listening, alive. Not because of luck, because of me, because I have a plan for your life that goes beyond what you've seen so far. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are not stuck in your past. My forgiveness covers it. My love brings it back to life. My spirit makes it new. You don't have to carry shame anymore. That burden isn't yours to bear. Give it to me. You are not too far gone. You are not too late. You are not too broken. I'm not done with you. You're just getting started. Comment. Amen. If you're ready to release your shame to me, this everything that has come against you will be turned for your good. I will take the ashes and give you beauty. I will take your pain and give you power. I will take your mess and make it a message of mercy. You've been asking for a sign and this is it. The change is near. The battle is already being won. But you must not walk away again. Not this time. Not now. You have felt ignored for so long. Like no one sees your heart. Like your prayers just hit the ceiling. But I see you. I hear you. I've caught every tear you've cried in silence. Not one has been wasted. Not one has gone unnoticed. And I am sending the answer. It may not come how you expect. It may not look the way you imagined. But it will be what you need. And when it comes, you'll understand why you had to wait. Why I had to hold it back until now. There's a reason this came across your path. There's a reason you couldn't scroll past it. Because your spirit recognizes me. You belong to me. And I will never stop reaching for you. Even when you turn away, even when you fall, even when you doubt, I will still chase you down with grace. My love is not earned. It is given freely, fully forever. And I am offering it again right now. The world may have taught you to expect to be left alone, to fear losing things, to protect your heart from disappointment. But I am not like the world. I do not leave. I do not lie. I do not change. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And if I said I will be with you, I mean it. My word never comes back empty. My promises are yes and I do not fail. I am not far off in the clouds. I'm right here right now with you, still knocking at the door of your heart. I've watched you carry burdens that were never yours to carry. I've watched you give your best to people who never gave back. I've seen how quietly you suffer. But I'm here to lift the weight, to remind you. I never designed you to live crushed under pressure. I've seen you cry when no one was looking. You prayed. God, are you even real? I didn't get angry. I got closer. I know how hard it's been. I know the thoughts that kept you awake. I know how you've smiled through pain. But I also know what's coming next. And that's why I'm pleading for your heart to stay open. This is not about religion. This is about relationship. You were made to walk with me, not just talk about me. I'm not asking for your performance. I'm asking for your presence. I don't want you to feel pressured. I want you to feel pursued. Comment 1212. If you feel that I'm speaking directly to you, why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence spoken once a day is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful. Some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. CTA twist as this awakening grows inside. You know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our KI community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. You've looked around at others and wondered why your life feels so behind. Why does their road look easier? Why does their blessing come quicker? My child, what I'm building in you is not cheap. It's not quick. I've been laying a deeper foundation because your future needs strength, not speed. Others are building temporary stages. But I'm building something in you that will last. That's why the fire has been hotter. That's why the attacks have been stronger, because your calling carries weight. You are not average. You are anointed. You don't have to earn that anointing. You just have to protect it. Stop letting people treat your calling like it's common. Stop making yourself smaller just to be accepted. I didn't call you to fit in. I called you to stand apart. And yes, standing apart sometimes feels like being alone. But you are not alone. I'm right here. I've never left your side. Even when you doubted me. Even when you ran, I stayed because I love you too much to give up on you. You are not disqualified. I don't choose people based on their perfection. I choose them based on their surrender. The world looks at your past. I look at your potential. I see your future. And it's not defined by what broke you, but by the one who is rebuilding you. I'm the potter and you are the clay. Let me shape you again. Let me remake what was shattered. The cracks in your life don't disqualify you. They let my light shine through. Comment 777. If you believe I'm restoring what was broken in you, you've walked through some dark places and the enemy told you you'd never come out. He told you you were finished. But I've written a different ending. You're not buried. You're planted. And what I plant, I water. What I water, I grow. You're about to rise again. Not the same, not weaker, but wiser, stronger, closer to me. The pain you've walked through is going to fuel your purpose. I never waste a wound. I redeem every scar. You may feel forgotten, but I've had your name written on my heart from the beginning. I knew the battles you'd face. I knew the people who would walk away. I knew the trials that would try to break you, but I also knew what I placed inside you. You are more than what happened to you. You are more than what they said about you. You are more than your worst day. You are mine. And I don't make mistakes. There's still more ahead. There's more laughter, more healing, more joy than you've seen yet. The enemy tried to take your hope because he knew what was coming. He knew if you ever realized who you truly are in me, you'd break every chain that held your family down. You are the one I've raised up for such a time as this. To break generational curses. To bring light into dark places. To rise when everyone expected you to fall. You are chosen. I know you feel tired. I know you've given so much and you wonder if it's even worth it. But I promise you, not a single act of faith has been wasted. Not a single prayer has fallen unheard. Even the smallest step you took toward me, I saw it and I will reward it. You may not see it yet, but I'm working behind the scenes. I'm aligning things you didn't even know needed to shift. I'm opening doors you didn't know existed. I'm bringing answers to prayers you forgot you even prayed. And when it happens, you'll know it was me. You won't have to force it. You won't have to manipulate it. You won't have to beg for it. It will come with peace, with clarity, with my favor. Because what I bless, no one can curse. What I open, no one can shut. This next chapter will be different. Not because of your strength, but because you stayed connected to mine. Keep holding on. The promise still stands. You're closer than you think. Your obedience in this moment matters more than you know. I know you've been discouraged. I know you've been tempted to give up. But don't. You've come too far. You've fought too long. And you're right at the edge of the shift. If you turn around now, you'll miss what I've been preparing for you all along. Trust me, even when you don't see the full picture, faith is believing I'm working, even when the pieces don't make sense yet. Stay anchored in me. Stay grounded in my word. Speak my promises when your mind starts to wander. I am your refuge. I am your strength. I am your constant. When everything else falls apart, I remain. I've carried you through storms before, and I'll do it again. You didn't come this far just to come this far. There is more ahead. There is purpose beyond the pain. There is hope after the heartbreak. There is beauty rising from the ashes. There are wounds in you that go years deep. You've had moments where you looked fine on the outside, but were crumbling inside. And through it all, I've been watching, waiting, speaking, hoping you'd turn your heart back toward me. This is not a random interruption. This is my voice reaching for you again because I refuse to let you drown in silence. There are only so many moments like this one. Moments where heaven reaches down and opens your eyes for just a few seconds longer. And I am telling you with urgency. Do not turn away now. There's something coming and you need me close when it arrives. I don't say this to scare you. I say this to prepare you. The enemy has set things in motion. But what he hasn't accounted for is me, your God, your Father, your defender. The one who steps in when others walk out. I will never leave you unguarded, but you must not leave me unseen. This band wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. You've tried your best. You've fought long battles in silence. You've worn a brave face for everyone around you. But now I want to heal the part of you that still bleeds at night. The part of you that doesn't show up in photos. The part that says, "What if I'm too late?" You're not too late. You're right on time because I am timeless. I work outside of the clocks that stress you out. My plans are not ruined by your delays, but there are moments when I move, and this is one of them. You don't want to miss this one. Comment 999. If your heart is open to what I have planned next for you, you are about to walk into something different. Not because life suddenly gets easier, but because I'm going to make you stronger. You've asked me to change your situation. And I will. But first, I am changing you. I'm giving you courage where fear used to live. I'm giving you wisdom where confusion tried to grow. I'm giving you peace that can't be shaken by circumstance. What I do in you will prepare you for what I'm about to do through you. You've prayed for me to fix things. I've come to fix you from the inside out. Stop calling yourself broken. You are becoming the person I always saw in you. The one you forgot about. The one life tried to bury. The one who dreams big and loves deeply and walks boldly. That person is still in there. I never gave up on them. I'm pulling you back to the truth of who you are. You are not what they said about you. You are not what the pain made you believe. You are mine. That alone makes you worthy of every good thing I have in store. You've been too hard on yourself. You've punished yourself for mistakes I already forgave. You've carried guilt like it was proof of your humility. But guilt isn't your teacher. I am. Shame isn't your identity. I am. Stop rehearsing what I've already released you from. You're forgiven fully, freely, forever. Walk like someone who's been set free. Think like someone who's been redeemed. Speak like someone who belongs to the King of Kings because you do. You belong to me. Comment 1. If you're ready to step into the identity I gave you, you don't need to be stronger. You just need to be still. I will fight for you. I've already gone before you. I know what tomorrow holds. I see the traps the enemy has tried to set. I've already disarmed them. I'm placing people in your path who will speak life into you. I'm removing people who keep draining you. I'm breaking soul ties that keep pulling you back to the old you. I'm cutting off what's been stealing your peace. It may hurt for a moment, but you'll feel lighter when it's done. And when you look back, you'll realize what you thought was a loss was actually your liberation. You've waited long enough. Now watch what I do with your wait. Every delay has been storing up something greater. Like a seed in the ground. It looked like nothing was happening, but roots were growing. Depth was building, foundation was being formed. You are not behind. You are being hidden. Hidden for the right time, the right place, the right release. And when I reveal you, no one will be able to deny that it was me who raised you. My glory will be on you. Not for your pride, but for my name to be lifted in your life. You will see restoration. Not just survival. I'm not just going to get you through it. I'm going to make it all make sense. I'm going to restore the years that felt wasted. I'm going to return what was stolen. Joy, peace, strength, opportunity, favor. It's all coming back. And it won't return empty. It will return multiplied because that's who I am. I am the restorer, the redeemer, the one who takes the worst parts of your story and uses them as proof that grace is real. You may feel weak, but what's happening right now isn't weakness. It's awakening. This is what it feels like when your soul starts remembering where it came from. When it starts remembering me, that tug you feel, that's not confusion. That's confirmation. I've been calling you and now you're finally turning your ear to hear. You've wondered if I've forgotten you. You've whispered, God, do you still have a plan for me? My answer is yes. Yes, I do. A plan full of hope. A plan to prosper you, not to harm you. A plan with purpose even through your pain. I know you've had to face things that didn't make sense. You've been through storms that made you question everything. But I didn't bring you this far to leave you now. I'm not like the others. I stay. I cover. I carry. Comment 1515. If you believe I'm still working behind the scenes, you've grown more than you know. The struggles that tried to take you out have only made your roots go deeper. You didn't realize it. But in the nights you cried and the days you pressed forward anyway, I was building strength in you. You learned to pray through disappointment. You learned to trust when nothing made sense. And now you're standing at the edge of something new. But you can't walk into it holding on to the weight of yesterday. Let it go. Give it to me. I can carry what you cannot. You've said, God, I don't know what's next. And that's okay. You're not supposed to know every step. That's my job. You're just called to follow, to trust, to keep your eyes on me even when the path is unclear. I never promised you the full picture. But I did promise to guide your every step. And I keep my promises, everyone. Even the ones you forgot you prayed for. I'm still working on those because I never forget what you place in my hands. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt. Free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. CTA 3. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says give and heaven will open over you. On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. I see the pressure you've been under, the weight of expectations, responsibilities, and silent battles. You carry so much, and yet you still keep going. That kind of endurance doesn't come from the world. It comes from me. My grace has been your oxygen. My peace has been your anchor. And now I'm inviting you to stop surviving and start living again. You weren't created just to make it day by day. You were created to walk in joy, in power, in purpose. You were made to overflow, not just barely hold on. Comment 1717. If you're ready to move forward with me fully and freely, you've been in a waiting season. And I know it hasn't been easy. You've watched others move ahead. You've questioned whether you missed your moment. You haven't. Your time is still coming. The waiting wasn't a punishment. It was preparation. I had to slow you down to protect what I've placed in you. Rushing would have ruined it. I've been refining you, burning away the lies, the doubt, the old identity so that when the door opens, you walk through it fully, knowing who you are and who I've always been. You are not invisible. I've seen every act of kindness you gave when no one clapped. I've heard every prayer you whispered when no one else heard. I've noticed the times you gave, even when it cost you everything. And I remember. I always remember. Your faithfulness has not gone unnoticed. And I am a rewarder of those who diligently seek me. The harvest is coming. You may not know how, but I do. You just need to keep trusting that my timing is perfect. The enemy wants you to believe you're still stuck, but that's a lie. You're not stuck. You're being positioned. Positioned for a blessing that's bigger than you imagined. Positioned for connections you didn't see coming. Positioned for purpose you never thought possible. But you've got to keep moving. Don't stop now. Don't give up. Even if you only have the strength to crawl forward, I will match your effort with my power. What feels small to you is mighty in my hands. I'm not building a moment. I'm building a future, a legacy, something that goes beyond your lifetime. Your obedience today is making a way for blessings tomorrow. The prayers you pray now are planting seeds that will grow for generations. You may not see the full result right away, but trust me, every act of faith, every step of surrender is building something eternal. You're not just changing your life. You're shifting the atmosphere around you. Your yes is moving mountains in ways you can't yet see. This next season requires your full trust. No halfway faith, no lukewarm commitment. I'm calling you to walk with me like never before. To surrender the distractions. To silence the voices that don't align with me. To believe that I really do have more for you. I know that's hard sometimes. I know trust can feel risky, but I've never failed you before. Look back. Remember, I carried you through every fire. And I'll carry you through this one, too. I don't change. I don't abandon. I don't lie. Your tears have spoken prayers your mouth couldn't form. Your silence has carried cries that heaven heard clearly. I've been closer in those moments than you realized. Not watching from a distance, but holding you through it. The pain didn't come from me, but I'm using it. Every closed door, every heartbreak, every delay, I'm turning it around. I've seen what they did to you. I know what they said. I know how they treated your heart like it was disposable. But I'm not like them. I treasure what the world trashes. I lift what others tear down. You're not too damaged to be used. You're not too lost to be found. I still see something beautiful in you. And I'm not done bringing it out. Comment. Amen. If you're ready to be restored by my hand, you don't have to pretend with me. I know when you smile to hide the ache. I know when you laugh so others won't worry. But I see through all of that. And I love you in your rawest form. I'm not afraid of your mess. I don't turn away from your doubts. I wanted it all, the real you. Bring me the broken pieces, the ones even you don't want to face. I can handle what overwhelms you. I can carry what crushes you. And I can heal what still haunts you. You keep wondering why the breakthrough hasn't come yet. Why the struggle keeps circling back. My child, I'm not withholding your blessing. I'm making sure you're ready to receive it. I love you too much to let you mishandle the very thing you've been praying for. I'm strengthening your character, teaching your heart, stretching your faith, because the blessing I'm bringing carries weight and you need roots to hold it. This isn't a punishment. It's preparation, and what I prepare I protect. Comment 1. If you believe what's ahead will be worth every battle behind you, you felt forgotten by people. But I haven't missed a single detail of your journey. I've seen how hard you tried. I've watched you keep going when no one noticed. I've been there on the nights when all you wanted was for someone to understand. And I did. I always have. I've been collecting every moment, every tear, every prayer. And nothing is wasted. I will use all of it for good. I'll turn your pain into power, your loss into legacy, your weakness into a testimony of my strength. You've asked, but God, when? And I say soon. Not just any kind of soon, but in the perfect moment. I'm never early. I'm never late. And when I move, it will be sudden. You won't need to force it. It will be clear, undeniable, and full of peace. The doors that open will not require you to shrink or beg. They will open because I open them. Because what I open, no man can shut. And when I shut a door, it's only to keep you safe. Even if you don't understand it yet. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth, attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't compare your path to anyone else's. What I'm doing in you is personal, specific, holy. Others may seem like they're ahead, but I'm not writing your story based on their timeline. I'm writing it based on eternity. And my timing is always tied to your purpose, not your pressure. Let go of the need to keep up. You're not late. You're not lost. You're being led. The enemy wants to keep you in fear. Once you second-guessing your worth, once you stuck in shame and regret. But I came to break chains, not bind you with them. I came to give life, not just survival. And it's time you start living like someone who is loved. Not just sometimes, not just when you get it right, but always. Your identity is not fragile. It's rooted in me. And I don't change. You are loved on your best day. You are loved on your worst day, and nothing will ever change that. I am still the God who parts seas, who shuts the mouths of lions, who walks through fire, who raises the dead. That power is alive in you. That power is your inheritance. You don't have to live powerless. You don't have to live defeated. You are more than a conqueror through me. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead is the same Spirit working in your life right now. Even when you don't feel it, especially when you don't feel it. And here's what you need to know. Your story doesn't end in struggle. It ends in victory. Yes, the road is narrow. Yes, the battle is real. But my promises are greater. I've promised to be with you. I've promised to restore you. I've promised to never leave you, and I will not break my promise. You may have been betrayed before, but I'm not like them. My word stands. My love holds. My plan remains. I never needed you to have perfect faith. I just needed you to be willing. Willing to listen, willing to receive, willing to let go of the idea that you have to fix everything on your own. You've carried enough. You've tried to be everything for everyone. But now, let me be everything for you. You're not a burden. You're not too much. You're not a mistake I have to work around. You are my creation, handcrafted with purpose, formed in love, and set apart for something greater than you've seen so far. The world tried to make you doubt that. They labeled you by your flaws. But I see past the surface. I see your soul. I see the battle behind your smile. And I've come to tell you it's not over. Not even close. What I started in you, I will finish. And I don't do unfinished work. You wonder why the battle hasn't ended yet. Why the healing hasn't come. Why the answers are taking so long. But child, some victories are built in silence. Some of the greatest works I do happen in the hidden places. You may not see it yet, but I'm working in ways that will soon be undeniable. The season you're in right now is not for punishment. It's for positioning. I am setting you up for something better than you would have chosen for yourself. Comment 222. If you trust that I'm still moving even in the silence, you're walking through a stretch of life that feels confusing, maybe even painful. You've been asking, why is this happening? But the real question I want you to ask is, what is this making room for? I'm not just moving things around. I'm clearing space. Space for peace. Space for the right people. Space for the kind of joy that doesn't depend on circumstances. What I remove, I replace with better. Even if you can't see it yet, you'll look back and thank me for the doors I closed just as much as the ones I opened. Some of what you're carrying isn't even yours. You've been holding on to guilt that I never asked you to hold. You've been carrying fear passed down through generations. But that ends with you. I'm doing something new in your bloodline. You are the chain breaker. You are the one I chose to rise up and walk in freedom. Not just for yourself, but for those coming after you. The strength I'm building in you will become shelter for others. You are becoming a living testimony. Comment 333. If you believe your story will help free someone else. I know the weight of waiting, the ache of unanswered prayers. But don't confuse delay with denial. Some answers need time to be shaped in heaven before they're delivered to earth. Some blessings require doors in the hearts of other people to be opened to. You're not the only one I'm preparing. I'm aligning people, places, and moments that you haven't even imagined yet. Trust my timing. You'll see. It wasn't slow. It was sacred. You've wanted to walk away so many times. The battle felt too long. The fire felt too hot, but you didn't. And that matters. I saw you wake up and try again when everything inside you wanted to give up. I saw you speak life over yourself when no one else was around to encourage you. I saw you worship when your heart was breaking. I saw you choose faith when fear made more sense, and I'm honoring that. Your perseverance is not invisible in heaven. You've been asking for confirmation, wondering if that stirring inside you is me. It is that quiet pull. You feel that peace in the middle of chaos. That's how I lead. I don't shout to get your attention. I whisper because I'm near. You're not imagining things. You're sensing me, and that means you're already closer to me than you think. The enemy will always try to confuse your hearing when you're getting closer to breakthrough. That's why the pressure has increased. That's why the warfare has intensified. But it's not because you're off track. It's because you're finally getting close. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You've outgrown some of the spaces you've been in. That's why things feel tight, uncomfortable, misaligned. Don't be afraid of the stretch. Growth isn't always easy, but it's always necessary. I'm moving you forward. Elevation comes with resistance, but you were built for this. Not in your own strength, but in mine. I will carry you into rooms you never thought you belonged in. Not because of who you know, but because of who you are in me. It was strength. Strength to keep showing up when you didn't see the outcome. Strength to trust when nothing around you made sense. I've been with you in every silent battle. I've never missed a single moment, and I never will. You may have felt forgotten, but I've had my eyes on you the entire time. You've walked through fire that should have destroyed you. You faced attacks meant to tear you apart. And yet here you are. Not because you had all the answers. Not because you always felt brave, but because my hand has been on you, covering you, protecting what I placed inside of you. That fire didn't burn you. It refined you. That loss didn't ruin you. It redirected you. Everything the enemy meant for harm, I'm turning it around for good. You may not understand it now, but you will. One day you'll look back and say, God, I see why you allowed that season. I see how you used it. Comment amen if you believe God is turning it around for your good. You've been carrying pain that no one else sees. You've held your breath through storms, waiting for the moment when the weight would lift. I know. I felt it with you. When no one else noticed your struggle, I did. When no one else heard the cries behind your smile, I did. I was there. Every time you stayed silent to protect others, every time you gave more than you had, you weren't invisible to me. You never are and you never will be. You're about to step into something you didn't think was possible. Not because things suddenly get easy, but because you finally let me carry what you were never meant to hold. This is the shift you've been feeling. That unrest in your spirit. That's me calling you forward. The old is falling off. The fear, the shame, the guilt. You've worn it too long. It's time to let it go. I didn't call you to live in survival mode. I called you to walk in peace, in boldness, in wholeness in me. Comment 555. If you feel that breakthrough is near, you don't need to have it all figured out. You've tried so hard to understand every detail, to control every step. But that's exhausting, isn't it? That's why I'm inviting you into rest. Not the kind the world offers, the kind that only I can give. A rest that says, even when I don't know what's next, I trust that God is already there. You can breathe now. You can release the weight. You can let me be God in your life again. You've been strong for so long. But strength doesn't mean silence. You've kept your pain quiet to avoid burdening others. But I never asked you to do that. I want to carry the things that crush you. I want to step into the places you've kept hidden. Not to judge you, but to heal you. To restore what was stolen, to rebuild what was broken. Nothing is too far gone for me. Nothing is too shattered for me to restore. I'm not intimidated by your mess. I'm moved by your honesty. This is not the end of your story. You need to hear that again. This is not the end. It might feel like the final chapter. It might feel like everything is falling apart, but sometimes things have to fall apart before they fall into place. I'm not done writing your story, and the next part is filled with things you didn't even know to pray for. I'm doing more than you asked, more than you imagined, more than you hoped. Not because you've earned it, but because you're mine. And I love blessing my children. You may feel unqualified. You may feel like you failed too many times. But my grace is not based on your perfection. It's based on my promise. And my promise to you is still alive, still active, still unfolding. You haven't missed it. You're not disqualified. You're right on time. And I'm still going to use you. Every flaw, every scar, every part of your story will be redeemed. Nothing will be wasted. Comment. I receive it. If you believe nothing is wasted in your story, I am not a God who forgets. I am not a father who leaves. I am not a creator who changes his mind. What I started in you is not over. It's just beginning. And I will see it through. You are not too much for me. You are not too broken for me. You are exactly where you need to be to receive what I'm about to release. But you have to trust me even when it's hard, even when it hurts, especially when it's quiet. Let go of the idea that you have to be in control. Lay it down. Your striving has exhausted you. Your worry has drained you, but my peace is waiting. Let me lead. Let me be your shepherd. Let me show you that you never had to figure it all out. You just had to follow. You felt distant from me. Maybe even numb at times, like you're just going through the motions. But I've never stopped being near. I've been waiting for your heart to lean in. And now it's beginning to. You've come through things that could have destroyed your hope. I know how much it took for you to keep trusting even when you had no proof that things would change. But that trust, that quiet aching, steady trust is what I honor. That's the faith that moves mountains. You may think it's small, but I say it's powerful. Even faith the size of a mustard seed can shift the course of a life when it's planted in me. I see what you've sown in tears. And I promise you will reap in joy. You've said, I'm trying, God, but it's hard. And I say, I know. And I'm proud of you. You don't hear that enough, do you? But I'm saying it now. I see your effort. I see how you've kept going without applause. I see how you've continued to believe even when nothing made sense. That hasn't gone unnoticed. I'm not only with you in the big victories. I'm with you in the unseen battles, the quiet faithfulness, the ordinary obedience. That's where I move most powerfully. Right in the middle of your daily yes comments 777. If you're ready to receive the strength I've been holding for you, a neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script long buried in government files can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've asked me to change your situation, but I want to do something greater. I want to change you in the middle of it. That doesn't mean I'm ignoring your prayers. It means I'm going deeper than you asked. I'm healing wounds you forgot you had. I'm breaking chains you didn't know were still wrapped around you. I'm pulling out lies that were planted years ago. You thought you needed a quick fix, but I'm giving you true freedom. This isn't surface work. This is soul work. And you're ready for it now. You are not weak because you feel weary. You're human, but even more than that, you're mine and I am your strength. You don't have to pretend to be okay with me. Bring me your weariness. Bring me your emptiness. I can fill what's been drained. I can revive what's been dying. I can speak life into the dry bones you've tried to hide. You've been surviving. But I want to teach you how to live again, to breathe again, to laugh without fear again. That joy you lost, I'm restoring it. Comment 10. If you're believing for restoration to come into your life, you keep thinking, what if I'm not enough? But I never asked you to be enough on your own. I asked you to let me be enough for you. My grace is sufficient. My strength is made perfect in weakness. You're trying to carry the weight of your life when I already offered to carry you. Lay it down. Let me take what's crushing you. Let me give you peace in return. Peace that doesn't make sense to the world. Peace that quiets the storm. Even if the storm doesn't go away right away, you don't have to know how this ends to trust me in the middle. I hold the beginning and the end, and I'm holding you, too. I don't change based on how hard the road gets. My promises are still true. Even on the days when you feel unsure, you may feel like you're running out of time, out of chances, out of hope. But I'm not. I don't run out of mercy. I don't run out of patience. I don't run out of grace. You are not too far gone. You are still in my hands. And I want to remind you of something you forgot. You have purpose. Not someday. Right now, you don't have to wait until you feel strong or get your life together. You're not disqualified. You are a vessel for my light. Even in the middle of your own healing, your story carries weight. Your voice has value. The very thing you thought disqualified you is what I'll use to reach someone else. I don't need perfection. I need your yes. That's all. Just a willing heart. And you have that or you wouldn't still be here. You've waited for answers and they are coming. You've waited for relief and it's coming. But don't miss what I'm doing in the waiting. I'm not just getting you to the blessing. I'm making sure you can carry it when it arrives. Some people want the promise, but not the preparation, but not you. You're allowing me to do the deep work. And because of that, what's coming will not just bless you. It will overflow into others. You're going to walk in rooms and shift atmospheres. Not because you try to, but because you carry my presence. When the time comes, things will move quickly, suddenly. You won't have to chase it. It will chase you. My favor doesn't need you to hustle. It needs you to be faithful, obedient, still. Trust me when nothing moves. And I'll show you what it means when everything begins to move all at once. I'm not in a rush, but I'm never late. And when I open the door, it will be clear. No confusion, no striving, just peace. But here you are, still open, listening. That's how change begins. That's how healing starts. It doesn't take a crowd. It doesn't need applause. Just a willing soul ready to say, God, I'm here. And I say back to you, so am I. I've been here all along. The enemy tried to wear you down slowly. Not with one big blow, but with a series of small battles, one disappointment after another, one unanswered prayer, one more silent night. He hoped you'd eventually stop praying, stop hoping, stop expecting anything from me. But you didn't. Even when you were barely holding on, you still held on. And that's why this moment matters. Because even after all that, your spirit is still reaching toward me and I'm reaching back stronger than ever. Comment if you feel me strengthening you even now. I've seen how tired you are. Not just in your body, but in your soul. That weariness that sleep can't fix. That heaviness that lingers even on good days. But I'm not asking you to pretend it's not there. I'm asking you to bring it to me. Lay it down. I can handle the weight. I can carry what you've been dragging behind you. I can lift the invisible burden no one else even sees. I'm not angry at your exhaustion. I'm here to be your rest. You've been fighting so many battles silently, trying not to worry your family, trying to stay strong for everyone else. But now I'm telling you, I didn't design you to be everyone's rescue while you drown. I am your rescue. I am the one who saves. It's not your job to hold it all together. That's mine. So let go. Let go of what you can't control. Let go of the outcomes you've tried to force. Let go of the fear that says, if I stop fighting, everything will fall apart. No, child. When you stop striving, that's when I step in. Comment live in leaven. If you're letting go and letting me take over. And now, before we go further, I want you to share this prophetic word with someone who needs it. Sharing will activate the anointing and share the breakthrough with your network. I haven't forgotten the dreams you buried, the hopes you shut down because disappointment became too familiar. But I'm the God who resurrects. I bring dead things back to life. And that includes the part of you that stopped dreaming, that stopped believing it was possible. I'm breathing on those dry bones now. I'm stirring visions in you that scare you a little because they're bigger than you. But don't worry. If I gave you the dream, I'll give you the strength to carry it. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You were never meant to do this alone. I've always been the source of your joy, your peace, your clarity. You keep looking for it in people who can't give what only I can. That's why it never lasts. That's why you keep coming back to the same emptiness. But I'm not here to condemn you for that. I'm here to invite you closer. I want to be more than a name you call in crisis. I want to be the voice you recognize in peace. The comfort you run to when you don't need anything at all. Just me. You've survived seasons that others would have collapsed under. That's not pride. It's truth. And it's not because you had all the answers. It's because I kept you. My grace was your shield. My mercy was your covering. My hand held you together when everything else fell apart. And I'm not finished holding you. In fact, I'm just getting started with what I want to do in you. What's ahead is not just recovery. It's renewal. Not just healing, but complete restoration. This next chapter won't look like the last. You've been wandering in circles, but I'm drawing a line today. A line between what was and what's coming. You're crossing over out of confusion, out of constant fear, out of survival mode, into clarity, into purpose, into joy that doesn't break under pressure, into peace that doesn't disappear when life shifts. You were created for more than pain, more than patterns. You were created for promise. And I'm still the God of promise. The same God who led my people through seas and deserts, through battles and exile, through loss and rebuilding. I'm the same God who's walking with you right now. I don't change. I don't leave halfway through. I finish what I begin. I'm writing a new ending to the story the enemy tried to hijack. What looked like defeat will end in victory. What looked like loss will return with abundance. I never waste pain. I multiply it into purpose. You may not feel ready. That's okay. You don't have to be. You just have to be willing. Willing to let me lead. Willing to trust that even now, especially now, I'm still in control. The winds may be loud, the waves may rise, but I'm in the boat with you. I'm the calm in the chaos. I'm the hand reaching through the storm, and I will not let you sink. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.